Welcome to our channel and welcome to number 3, Surviving the Reset. There are massive cover-ups now exposed on Twitter. This is so you can help survive the reset and understand what's really going on. This is brought to you by this really cool power device that we've shown you a dozen times that we've plugged in. I think my tools are lasting longer. That's why batteries last 4 and 5 years. So, because I've been using this device for over 2 years and I'm going to plug it in next to now that I actually am reading instructions, I'm going to plug it in next to the where the power comes in and see if it actually works. I think it will. We're plugging it in today. A couple of things we need to know. Russian military forces over the past day obliterated 7 Ukrainian command posts. Okay, this is a little bit about what's going on in the Ukraine. In all, the Russian armed forces have destroyed 343 Ukrainian warplanes, 183 helicopters, 2,655 unmanned aerial vehicles, 396 surface-to-air missile systems, 7,087 tanks and other combat armored vehicles like Oshkosh Humvees. Oshkosh, the great Oshkosh, it makes little baby suspender pants. They also make Humvees. 930 multiple rocket launchers, 3,684 field artillery guns and mortars, and 7,582 special military motorized vehicles, and 400,000 Ukrainian soldiers while losing 10,800. That means there's a 40-to-1 ratio of casualties, Russia versus the Ukraine. Now, the Afghan troops that were fighting with America are now fighting for Russia against the Ukraine NAZIS. Now, let's take a look. How did they hide this from us? How did they hide that? First of all, coming from TASS, Kiev mayor says Ukraine capital is circled. That's on the 27th of February. Now, how do we not know that? How do we not know Kiev delegation arrives at Belarus but wants all its land back? World community hails Russia's struggle against Western neo-colonization and the NAZIS. How did we not miss this? And then, of course, Russian troops wipe out 7 military command posts. That was December 13th. How did we miss that? Well, I'm glad you asked. The Federal Bureau of Twitter is hiring an alarming number of FBI agents. This was in June. San Francisco, Twitter has been on a recruitment drive of late, hiring a host of former feds and spies. You see, they don't leave the FBI to work for Twitter. Twitter's a private corporation. The FBI is a private corporation. They can work for both of them at the same time. Our governor, our libtard governor, the last libtard governor, who was really a pervert, because I knew people who knew her in the singles club, that little pervert had 14 state jobs, but each job was from a different department or different corporation. So she was holding, we don't know how many Jay Inslee's holding down because we're already on his double number 2. FBI is known for its domestic security and intelligence force. However, it recently expanded its remit into cyberspace. The FBI investigative authority is the broadest of all federal law enforcement agencies. So basically, meanwhile, Mark Jaruzelski ended his 20-year posting as a supervisory special agent in the Bay Area to take up a position at Twitter. So they're either working for 2 different organizations at the same time. The truth is that the FBI, 50% of all normal conversations that people were about how you were going to make money after retirement, they censor everything. They're regulating everything. It says, this created a serious conflict of interest in her mind. Anyway, revolving door between the FBI and Twitter. Basically, agent after agent after agent is now working in Twitter to censor those who tell the truth. However, if you say Biden did this and Biden did that, you're part of the right wing, which is part of the left wing, which is the military-industrial complex. Those who say the Biden administration run by the CIA are not. But if you say Biden did this, Biden did that, you're nothing but a DOD. I hate to use the word HOR, but because you're not a PIMP, you're an HOR for the FBI. You're a prostitute. That's a good word. So we want to let you know that what you read, what you hear on the news, in order to survive what's coming, you need to know the truth. And the truth is, military-run organizations or intelligence-run organizations like Twitter say what they're told to say. You don't think Glenn Beck gets $50 million a year as a Jesuit sworn to kill non-Catholics, carries a knife by his side. You don't think he says what he's told to say. You don't think he says what he wants to say, not for $50 million a year. He said he says what he's told to say. He came back to our old studios. You don't think Alex Jones says what he wants to say. He's told what to say. Associated Press admitted the entire court case against him for Sandyhook was a fake. The FBI, CIA are censoring everything. And they've never been defunded, and we haven't had a president who has the guts to defund them or send in the 300 troops like the last president was told to do and eliminate the censorship so we get the truth, so America can rise again. Nope, he didn't do it. He didn't care to do it. He didn't want to do it. 45 just never even responded to God's word. Do you think if he comes back, he's going to have any kind of authority? Not if he spat on God. Oh, I believe in God. Well, then do what God says, number 45. We know that 46, we're going to have the largest gathering of Satanists in the world in Boston next week. Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Just keep in mind that Biden called on the powers of Lucifer to win, and indeed he did win. How he won is another story. But the bottom line is he called on Lucifer to win. So everything that's going to happen in this country is a worship of Lucifer. Everything you see. If you keep your kids in school, God will find you guilty. You're sending them to a satanic school. But most people don't care. Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much. Russia has a 40-to-1 ratio of people who leave the planet. And Europe is going to be out of natural gas soon because they cut off their own wells. They're destroying their own people by order of the CIA or the Biden administration, because Biden's been long gone for many years. Look at his eyes. Blue-eyed, green-eyed, hazelnut eyes, brown eyes, and the black-eyed one. Oh, that guy is just scary. Anyway, don't forget to plug in the power device, because while all this is going on, the power is going to get dirtier, and this little device cleans it up. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. And guess what? There's no security at the power stations anywhere. We drove by one last night. Despite all the attacks on Tacoma power stations, one right in the smack dab in the middle of Tacoma, not one security guard. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Let that sink in for a while. They're the ones telling you the lies. And the FBI is a private corporation. The only corporation the United States Corporation runs, United States Code 101 to 105, the only corporation the United States Corporation manages is the Department of Homeland Security Corporation. Department being an agency of a fascist government, Funk and Wagnall, 1945. We tell a lot of truths here. And they're pretty censored. But that's the way it is. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you tomorrow.